Another episode of Pin High Podcast presented by Golficity. We're going to be talking about Hudson Swafford's win in Punta Cana, as well as looking ahead to the Sanderson Farms Championship with some DFS and betting picks. So let's get right into it. All right, the Corrales, Mouthful, Punta Cana, Mouthwash, Resort and Club Championship. When I was looking through my DraftKings lineup, like to make my picks, Hudson Swafford and some other guy were my last two picks for my like low salary guy because I had already chosen all of my like high salary guys. I was like, you know what, Hudson Swafford, 6,700. Let's rip it. Let's rip it.
This will be one of the tournaments that like a guy like Hudson Swafford wins or something like that. Like someone who's absolutely like no field at all really, and you just kind of expect someone that like pretty random to win the title. And
He actually was playing well going into this tournament. I think he was at the Safeway. He finished like, actually it wasn't even that good. I think he was like maybe like T50, but he made a cut. So I was like, you know what? That's all I need out of my 6,700 guy.
I will say I got screwed in the DraftKings this week.
What happened with you?
I finished with like 420, and like if you look at the little arrow like where it shows like the winnings and then like the rest, I was literally right on the edge. Like if I got like one more point, I would have won money. Like literally 1 point.
Yeah. I came in like 1,200 out of like 35K this weekend. It's these weird tournaments that it's like the U.S. Open, like it's luck. It's a lot of luck because you're just picking the best guys and whoever does the best. In these, it's actual skill of like golf knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just like so above everyone else because we've been through a season of just so much DFS about like these these fall swing tournaments.
I mean, I had disappointing Sundays from a couple of players, or else I was like in the top like 1,000 like going into the last day, and then like I think Grillo went like 1 over on the last day. Jane went 2 over on the last day. Oppenheim went 1 over. So it was a disappointing last day for a couple people.
Got Oppenheim, aka Tim Wilkinson.
He doesn't even have a picture on DraftKings.
That's when you know it's someone.
He's
like
just a blank. He's a blank face. So
I think
that's interesting.
Storylines. Will Zalatoris was good.
He was good on the last day. He was like okay on the first couple days. He finished 8th. Yeah, T8th. He went 7 under on the last day.
Your boy Patrick Rogers played well. Competed all weekend pretty much.
Patrick Rogers had just a killer. Just the whole tournament he played well. What was he?
Yeah, so like I'll be honest, I didn't.
T11.
I didn't watch too much of this. I watched like the very end, and maybe a little bit on Thursday, but dang, like the views at that golf course.
Oh yeah,
insane. Just like everything was coastal, like on the water, and like palm trees everywhere, like just kind of like blowing in the wind. Like it looks so nice.
Did you see that one guy on a par 3 absolutely just like shanked it like straight left into the? He hit it and it was like just always build up and then it went like just dead left. And I thought it was the funniest thing. Yeah, exactly.
Even though that's my left, so.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
That's the only thing I saw from the most of the tournament. We had a football game on Saturday, so I was prepping all day for that, so I couldn't watch anything pretty much all weekend, unfortunately.
Now we're calling it prepping?
Prepping, yeah, prepping. Prepping for the game.
I'm going to start using that. Yeah, we got to
prep,
Yeah, prep.
The boys got to get sharp for the game.
Start at noon, got to prep for 7:30 game.
That's pretty funny. Oh my god. What else from this tournament? Charlie Hoffman, who I was fading this week, did really well.
He's one of those guys. I feel like a few years ago he's one of those guys who hangs around every single tournament, but like recently hasn't been doing as well.
He was exactly the guy that would like come like T15 in every major.
Yeah, and like lead after the first round of the Masters every single year.
Yeah. But
well, I know. This is completely unrelated. Sorry, but like on the last day, Tyler McCumber had a really good day and like was in the lead for a little bit.
That was another guy I was looking at for my last like DFS dog. But
Passes on passes on it for the DFS.
Yes, you are.
I won $50 this week in DFS.
I don't know, you sent me a screenshot.
Did you do a $25 entry for this tournament?
I did.
That's a power move. Like you would think you'd save the $25 entries for like the US Open or something like that, but like doing it for tournaments like this is so much better. Like we always do better in these tournaments.
Exactly. And that's why like this week we're gonna be buzzing. I feel like with our betting picks also, like we all hit our best bets.
Mm-hmm.
All of our
3 for
winners,
3.
they were like up there. They didn't win, but
They were all in like top 25, I think.
I had Hudson Swafford in some capacity if you guys follow Golficity Bets on Instagram, but like on here, I guess I didn't give you Hudson Swafford, so I can't take too much credit for it.
Yeah, we can't say we picked a winner, but we kind of did, but we didn't. But we did.
So
let's just say we did.
early contention for pick of the year.
That's true. It was very, very early contention.
Even though you didn't make it on this podcast.
Yeah, you're right. Well, it's the only somewhat winner we have so far, and it's the only tournament we've had so far.
Yes, very true.
It's like 3 weeks.
We all got 1 point though for the bets, so that's a big start. I mean, I started off 0-5 last year, so.
Patrick Rogers not plus 200? No, he wasn't. Wait, I don't know. I thought I got 2 points.
Don't think so.
Okay, whatever.
I don't know.
Well,
we all hit our top 2. We all hit our best bets though, which is pretty nice.
Yeah.
We'll go later in the show, but let's move on just a little before we get into Sanderson Farms. Saw Payne Valley this week, Tiger's first public course. And what was it? Tiger and JT versus Rory and Justin Rose.
Yep.
The course is unreal. Also, one of the best ideas of all time is adding a 19th hole to the golf course.
19th hole looks sick too.
For like closest to the pin, like wagers and stuff. Like
that would like the fact that I was like surrounded by water too, and they had like Gary Player and Jack Nicklaus hit shot. Gary Player, Jack Nicklaus is like a 4.8 handicap. And he's like 80 years old. And he hits it's like 15, 20 feet or something like that.
Oh, yeah. Thing of all time. It's like, oh no, hopefully like the great legend who's like old doesn't hit in the water. Nope, he's still got it.
Yeah, still just sticking it.
He's
Yeah,
still
Gary Player sticks it too. They were all like within like 25 feet.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Automatic. Still.
The banter, I didn't watch much. I completely forgot about the match, but the banter in the match.
Collectively as a podcast, we all forgot about it.
We did.
That's kind of a bogey of the week for everybody.
That is a bogey of the week.
The match was awesome.
I talked about this last week. I don't think anybody was too interested in like our breakdown of what we think is going to happen. More just talking about it, so it's not like we botched that hard.
We like barely even mentioned it, but that's okay.
Didn't mention it. But anyway, Payne Valley, was it in Missouri?
Right? Yeah, Missouri.
It's Tiger's first public golf course design. And Justin Thomas made the joke, like, right, or was it Justin Thomas? No, it was Payne Stewart's son. Was like, yeah, the fairways are like super wide. Like, I wonder why. Oh, because Tiger designed this course. Like, he had to.
Yeah, that was cool.
I would love to come out there someday, but like, when do I see myself going to Missouri?
Well, the Ozarks are sick for golf. There's a lot of sick courses around there, so like you can play a couple.
The PGA Tour posted a bunch of stuff out
and
there.
Like the PGA Tour Champions was there a couple weeks ago when Phil played. I don't know if you remember, and that course is sick too.
Yeah.
You ran away from the field.
Is that Ozarks National? They're at?
What?
Ozarks National, is that where they were?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so like that course is sick. I've seen, but like at the same time, if I'm going on a golf trip. I haven't been on that many in my life. Like, I'm not exactly thinking.
You're not, no.
That's not the top of the list, for sure.
Literally the only reason I want to go is I want to see those tee markers. Just the Tiger Woods tee markers. Those are so cool.
I want to buy 2.
Yeah, I was about to say, they should sell those
at my door. I would put them on either side of the door frame while you walk in.
Oh, that's so cool.
That would be so cool.
I'd buy so much Tiger Woods stuff if I was there. They probably have like Tiger Woods everything. You can probably get like I would get a hat for sure.
We honestly haven't
everything.
We haven't talked about this on the podcast, but have you guys seen the new Taylormade Milgrind Tiger Woods wedge?
Yes,
I've not.
I saw the Rick Shields review of it, and It's like not that different than the other Taylormade
Yeah,
Milgrind.
it's
It's just like Tiger specs, but just like makes it even harder to hit.
It's cool though.
The bottom of the wedge has like 3 different levels, so you could hit 3 different types of shots with how the bottom of the wedge hits the ground.
So
But it
only
makes it so
Trevor
hard.
do that out of
I don't
the
even.
three of us.
Rick Shields couldn't even do it, so I don't even think Trev could do it. It was like specifically made for
I doubt
Tiger.
I could. It's fucking. If it's made for Tiger, then I doubt I can. I doubt I can do that.
What about Trev's
Yep.
face is just frozen right now? Frozen
Well,
in time.
His audio is working though.
Yes, that's fine. We'll keep going.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter.
Am I still frozen?
Your face is just frozen. It's kind of funny.
Okay.
All right,
There we
okay.
go. There we
It
go.
only matters if you're watching on YouTube,
Awesome.
right? Do we want to get into the Monday hypothetical?
Yeah, sure.
So G came up with this. What is the best course you ever played?
This was kind of a last second hypothetical, but got some good
Trevor will probably
responses.
have one of the better ones because I feel like you've played like.
Trev's played a lot of good courses. No, he's gonna say
I'm
the
gonna play,
country
like,
club.
That's up there.
Pine Valley.
I think of which one.
Did you play Pine Valley?
I'm no Pine
Did your dad play
Pinehurst.
Did your dad play Pine Valley?
My dad's played Pine Valley twice.
That's what I thought.
You guys go. I gotta think of mine.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll start.
Trev's
'cause,
played a lot of courses.
Yeah.
Mine is literally between Bethpage Black and Harbor Town because I feel like those are only 2 like really really nice courses I've played, and I feel like it's Bethpage Black. I mean, no disrespect to Harbor Town Golf Links, but Bethpage Black.
Are we talking best as in like most difficult, or best as in like just like your opinion of the best course?
Your
you played?
opinion of
Like,
the best course.
like the nicest / just best course.
I've gotten a lot better at golf since I've played both of them, so I'd love to
That's
do it
true.
again
Yeah.
and
We'll
compare.
play Bethpage again. It's just like it's
We
tough
do.
to get
We
out
do
there.
need to play best page.
Thing. I didn't play Bethpage. Bethpage played.
Bethpage played you.
That's true.
Same
Yeah,
same
I
thing
think
with
Bethpage
Pound
played
Ridge.
all of us.
Pound
Bethpage
Ridge played
played
me.
all of us.
Pound Ridge
No,
also
no.
played me.
Not many people know Pound Ridge though. That's like it's.
No, I'm just saying like to think of like courses that I've struggled on the most. Like Pound Ridge was up there. That was a tough round. Mine I said Baltusrol. I that's pretty much had to be it.
Okay.
It's like a step above Bethpage, like with like
You think?
like just because it's private, like hard to play. Not everybody
it's a
could just go and
country
play.
People
say?
Country Club.
Yeah, I know.
I love the country club. It's really really cool, but I didn't get to play like all the holes because like they only have like a certain amount for like the course you played, and like they weren't all the U.S. Open holes. Like they combined some holes from U.S. for the U.S. Open. So I'm gonna say TPC Sawgrass. That's my favorite course, just because it was the most fun and the most
You get to
course
that hole,
I've seen the most and I can relate to the most. So that's my favorite course probably I've played.
I will say there's a lot of like
Bethpage is
I want
up
to
there,
play
though.
I want to play Sawgrass one day. Definitely, I will. I want to play
Sawgrass is
the stadium course at Scottsdale.
Yeah,
like
that
just
course-
thinking about like public courses that are
GM Golf. I don't know if you saw the Sunday match yesterday. They were at the stadium course. The
I saw
16th hole
without the stadium.
Barren.
looks so different.
Yeah,
It's
it
insane.
is.
Also, those guys are so pure. Like they just like no question about it. You guys, that's an easy hole. Like, but like, they obviously just put it with both within 10 feet and birdied it.
They don't even like they play golf so much. They just walk out to the course and like play, and they're like
They
yeah,
don't- yeah,
like,
they
we're
don't
gonna
even
see
hit
if we
the
can go low
range.
today. We're gonna see if we can shoot 35 or
That's
something
like-
like that today.
That's like their shtick, though. They're like, oh, yep, no range balls today, as always.
Yeah.
This first swing of the day.
But honestly, that's so relatable because
Well, 'cause we do that.
Balls,
we
'cause
do that every time we play Silvermine for sure.
Exactly.
also in general, like there's a driving range at the place I go to here, but like I'm not gonna go hit balls before I play.
I'm not gonna go like an hour and a half early to warm up before I play with my friends.
Yeah. Like
So
me-
we did that one. We had like 8 of us go one time. We thought about like we were like there for like an hour because we had to wait, and then we ended up deciding like all right, let's just all get range balls, and we're like 8 of us took up the entire range and we're just pounding range balls for 30 minutes. That's the only time we really hit balls down here.
I
Like,
mean,
before
I
going
hit
out.
I hit balls last week because we played Granite, but we'll talk about that later.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
This really isn't PGA Tour news, but the GM Golf guys, if you guys follow them on YouTube or subscribe to them on YouTube or whatever, have a new like YouTube page called Good, and it's like with Bryce Butler, the Cowboys, former
Yep.
Cowboys wide receiver. Is he still like a free agent?
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah. And
Seems like he's done. Though.
George Bryan, who's Wesley Bryan's brother, who's
They also have a YouTube
So-
channel, like the Bryan
Yeah.
Bros or something.
Yeah, like that. Their house that they have, like the good house, is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. Not actually,
It's
but
yeah. I haven't
like
watched
for
I
the
haven't watched the video yet, but I saw like when they first they open the door, I see some videos on like Instagram and stuff like that, and it looks crazy.
for those kids to go from like, you know, humble like Kansas City, Missouri, or wherever I don't know if they live in Kansas or Missouri, but it's one of the two.
Kansas City's in Missouri. You know that?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if they live in Kansas City.
Okay, okay.
It's like because that's such a fine line between where you
Yeah.
live. To living in a mansion, like a mega mansion in Dallas, Texas, or Austin, Dallas.
Dallas, I think.
I think it's Dallas.
Still crazy.
Crazy.
The dream right there. Like making like just like playing golf every day with like creating content, going to the driving range just to hit like stingers. That's probably like what they do half the time.
Hey,
Just
if we
stingers on the driving range.
we maximize our following by what's 1,000?
500,000.
Like 1,000 divided by 1,000.
I don't know math.
500,000 divided by 1,000.
500.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Hey, man.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. There you go. There you go, math.
Okay. Well, we actually have 977. So go follow us on Instagram at the Pin High Pod so we can get to 1,000.
Yeah.
We should do a giveaway for that. But anyway, we can move into Sanderson Farms Championship. Anyway, also, do we want to comment on the name of this tournament? I'm not a fan.
Not a fan.
It's not like the
I feel like it fits the
mouthwash.
it fits the irrelevance of the tournament. Like
It
the
does.
Sanderson Farms Championship. Like most people aren't going to tune into that. Like I feel
I
like
would
it
love
fits
to.
the name.
I would love for the PGA Tour app to
Keep
change.
me. I'm watching all weekend.
I would love for the PGA Tour app to change their name to the Pepperidge like Farms Open for like a day and see if anyone even notices.
Probably not.
Why not? I don't think I would notice unless I just said. Besides the fact that I just said that.
Same with last week. You could have added like 10 more words to the tournament title last week, and nobody would notice.
Dude,
if
I
it
think
was
we got it
the same
wrong
thing or
last
not.
week too. Like we were calling it like the Punta Cana like Resort and Spa Championship or something like that. It's the Resort and Club Championship. Like one word we got wrong, but whatever.
The
Nobody
resort,
knows.
spa, and cabana, and beach, and blah blah blah,
Pool. Yeah.
and pool open.
Golf course. Yeah.
Anyway, geek course preview. Let's go.
Yeah, sure. This one was tough to like put together because I didn't know a lot about the course. So we're at the Country Club of Jackson in Mississippi, I believe. Par 72, 74, 61. Not terrible for a par 72. Classic
Pretty
Donald
fun.
Ross. Yeah, classic Donald Ross design. The course doesn't really have any distinct qualities, which I kind of hate about Donald Ross like courses. They're kind of just like there, like straight, like not a whole lot to it. Wide fairways, manageable rough, so not much there. Bermuda greens will run a little bit faster than normal greens, so the greens might be a little bit quicker. But other than that, the boys should score this week. Key stats, kind of just made these up, kind of the same as last week. I feel like birdie average and birdies gained, like those are good stats for tournaments like this and courses that you can score on. Strokes gained, ball striking is always going to be important. Driving distance because of the wide fairways. And I threw in strokes gained putting this week just because the greens run a little bit faster. Good putter usually wins. So, just looking at previous winners, last year Sebastian Munoz won in a playoff against Sungjae Im, I believe. Cameron Champ won the year before, so kind of like I said, driving distance kind of overpowered it. Ryan Armour, Cody Gribble, and Peter Malnati were the last three winners before that. So
Just realized our first snub of the Penny Awards. Sungjae Im. He didn't get any recognition.
Oh,
do you know
that's
what? Because
true.
he fell off quite a bit, like after the quarantine,
That's
He
fair.
did.
and
But
we
he at
stopped
least
picking
He was a
him.
he's a big early season performer that we kind of forgot about. Kind of fell off the map a little bit.
He deserves.
He was
the
he was
You know
our
what?
guy.
If the season continued the way it was without quarantine, without like COVID, I think Sungjae Im might have won the FedEx Cup. He was playing that well.
He was playing that
Also,
well. He
G,
was-
Shout out to your U.S. Open sweatshirt right now. I just realized that.
Oh yeah, this is nice.
That was a very nice sweatshirt.
sweatshirt.
I ordered a hat.
It's like
Oh,
a it's not even like a sweatshirt. It's like a t-shirt with a hoodie on it almost. Like
Ooh.
it's nice.
I don't. I ordered a U.S. Open hat last Monday, and it still hasn't shipped. So I called, and they were like, "Yeah, gonna be in another week or two." I was like,
It's a power
Nice.
move ordering U.S. Open stuff after
your-
the U.S. Open because it gets like cheaper because they're trying to get rid of it.
"Yeah, I
You
got
had,
this for like $14."
you had your shinny hat on today, right?
I did have
Shinny.
my hat on earlier.
Mm.
One of the all-time hats. I wore that pretty much every single day sophomore year.
Well, I love the free hats that the USGA gives me, so I'm hyped for next year's. Hoping that's a pretty good color. It's not like
Torrey Pines.
like last year. Last year at Pebble, it was like bright blue, like sky blue, and I was like, I can't really wear this. Like, it's a tough color.
I don't mind sky blue. My shinny hat's actually sky blue. I'm looking at it right now.
But
I
it
was
was like
talking
super
about-
blue.
Mhm.
Earlier with my Harbortown hat with Jeek, because like my Harbortown hat's like just like bright red. I
Mhm.
don't know what I
I
can
like
wear
my
that with.
Harbortown hat. I mean, it's right here. So
I haven't
my
got it.
Harbortown hat's like navy.
Oh yeah,
I like that. That's cool. It's simple. It's simple and cool.
I can't
Should've
like
done
figure out
navy.
where the camera is.
I was also
There
in
it
an
is.
interesting. My decision making probably wasn't the best when I bought that hat.
Fair. I wanted.
Yeah, we weren't in the best state of mind to buy clothes. We thought like this looks cool. And
I'm glad I didn't buy a ton of stuff. I didn't.
Yeah.
But
I wanted to get pin
I
hi
don't think
hats.
I bought something.
I wanted to
But
get
think
pin
I bought,
hi
like, a
hats
shirt
that
or
look
Pin
like
hi
this.
I think I bought a ball marker, a poker chip ball marker, and that was it. Honestly, I don't think I bought anything else.
Well, last time I
That's
went,
pretty-
I
that's-
splurged.
You.
I got like a
I'm about to
three-wood
show you
cover.
I sent this picture to my parents when I bought the hat, and it's just there's just a beer in the picture, and I'm just you can tell I'm having a good day.
You should make that your new like profile picture.
Does that
Yeah,
look like a
please.
Jason man that's been having a good day?
Literally having a great time in your perfect state of mind.
Dilated pupils for sure. Wow.
I think
thought my hair was long back
I
then,
think that might be the part that I cut up and make the thing, just that picture. Please
Just
send
post
that
that
to me.
picture on our Instagram. That'll be a wake up call to the
Oh, jeez,
people.
yeah, you can do a slide through to the next part. Anyway, let's actually get to the Sanderson Farms Open. DFS. A high salary guy I like, who I'm also you'll hear about later, is Doc Redman. And he's
Yeah, how high is
9,700.
his salary? His salary is not that high.
97
There's a lot of guys
Not
above
bad.
him. I wouldn't consider him a high
Doc Redman
salary
was
guy.
low key one of our low key. Doc Redman was one of our guys like later in the season as well.
You know, I
Like,
think
we
I've
him a
picked
lot.
so I've picked Doc
G
Redman in
picked
pretty
him a
much
lot.
every low key tournament, and I was like,
Yeah.
I didn't get to the picks first this time, and I was writing it in like Doc Redman, like I'm gonna pick him. It's a low key tournament, like always does well in those, and then I like did all my information, wrote down all the stats and stuff, and then I looked up on the document, and I was like, oh crap, like
That's-
Pat has Doc Redman with all the stats and stuff. So I
Yep.
had to
Yeah.
I had to do a quick 180 there and make a switch.
Well, here's the thing. I think the top guy is only 10,200. Sky Scheffler, right?
I think
No, it's
11,000.
11,000.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah, and then
Scheffler's at 11,400.
Louis-
Oosthuizen's out, so he's not playing.
Oh
He's
yeah,
out.
That's not.
Sanjay
Sanjay
that's
M's
not-
10-5.
Zalatoris. I love how Zalatoris is up there with the likes of like Sky Scheffler, Sungjae M, Benon, was with like Louis Oosthuizen like in terms of like salary. It's kind of funny.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he keeps playing
Stays
well.
out.
he does keep playing well. I'm not
I
saying
mean,
he's not.
he
I'm
like
saying
he
he's like
played by finishing top 10 last week. He's in the field for the tournament this week. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
Like, because he still doesn't have status, which he will soon. I keep saying,
Mhm.
but I don't even know what happened at the end of the Corn Ferry season because like, did that even end?
Not sure.
Because like technically he should have status on tour, or did they just like continue status because of the weird year? I don't know.
Either way. So, do you guys like Doc Redman as a higher salary guy?
I do.
I
I
guess.
think him at like I think he does. He's pretty safe bet to do pretty well. Like obviously could win easily too. Field's a little bit worse than it would be normally in a regular season.
Yeah, I think
Like or in like the middle of summer when he's playing. So I like it.
I mean, we'll get into it when we pick our winners. I think another high salary guy, just Sanjay M, just based on how he played last year. We'll get into that.
I
a
like
little bit
I
later.
like Sunjam as well, which you'll hear about for me later.
With that being said, let's get into the picks, and I'm gonna go first this week because I don't think I've ever gone first. Um, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Corey Connors, 9,200. I like picking strikers in these types of events. I don't know why. I just do. He was 13th off the tee last year, 12th approach. Ball striker, like I said. I think he missed the cut in this event last year, but he's been playing okay. He's one of those guys that kind of hangs around in tournaments like this, so I'm gonna go with Connors.
All right, I'll go next with my first pick. We'll go with Sepp Straka at 7,700. He's solid. He's not like the cream of the crop in terms of any stat, but he's solid stats. He's good in driving distance, good in putting, which I think is from my research, I think is very important this week. Because I feel like you're gonna hit you're not gonna hit as many fairways, but like Cameron Champ apparently had like iron every single time he hit a par 5, he had less than a 4-iron into every single one. So I'm going to go with a guy who can hit decently far, can putt pretty well, but hopefully gets a hot week. So Sepp Straka. He finished T14 Safeway Open a couple weeks ago. And he might have been cut last year here as well. But I think based off what I've heard from him this summer, I feel like he's played better, I want to say, than he did last year. So I'll go with him at 7,700. Hopefully, I think that's pretty good value for someone like that.
Okay.
Trevor, you messed it up. That's $1.
What?
You got the next pick?
No,
I messed it up.
You messed it up. That's $1 for you.
You messed it up. That's $1 for you.
No.
Put it in the jar.
You're so used to me going last. You're so used to me going last.
I know. I switched it up. I switched it up on you this week and went first.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Egg on my face. Anyway. That's a tough one. Xinjiang Zhang is my first pick. 8,000. T14 at the Safeway. T11 this past weekend at the Punta Cana. He's playing good golf. He's gained strokes putting the past 2 weeks. He hit 71% of the greens at Safeway. The stat still wasn't up for some reason on the PGA Tour website for the Punta Cana. But I feel like hitting fairways and putting.
Maybe nobody was keeping the stats last week.
Yeah, it's possible.
No, I would not be surprised.
Those are two things that definitely, go hand in hand. If you're hitting 71% of greens and also putting very well, you're gonna play well. So 8,000, I feel like it's pretty good mid-level value. My second one is Brian Stewart. He's only 7,500. He was T3 at the Safeway, T33 at Punta Cana. He played well last year at this event. He's not the longest hitter, which I kind of saw that longer hitters play well here. But he's really good on and around the greens, and he was 26 in total birdies in 2020 on tour. So I feel like scoring's a big stat you look at for these random tournaments like the Sanderson Farms Championship. So if you score, you're gonna play well. Like, what was the winning score this week? 18 under.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So all you gotta do is score, and also 7,500, not bad.
Not gonna lie, I was really expecting you to mess up again and not do your second pick.
Yeah, so was
Nope.
I.
Nope.
So I'll go with my second pick. I'll go back to the sloppy seconds trend. Christopher, however you say his name, yep. Ventura, 7,200. This year's stats are kind of good, as you probably mentioned last week. She's 22nd in strokes gained putting this year to date, so only through a few tournaments. So like 3 or 4 tournaments. And then 4th last year in strokes gained putting. Also last year was 28th in driving distance, and this year, and 30th last year in driving distance. And last year he was T7, or a few weeks ago. Oh my God, I can't even speak right now. But last year, a few weeks ago, he was T7 at the Safeway Open. So he's in decent form. He made the cut last week. I don't think he finished. He finished like 53rd or something like that. T52. So he's not in bad form. I think for a lower salary guy, I think he's pretty good lock to make the cut. And I think he can do much, much better with his distance and his good putting. So I like that value at 7,200 for Christopher Ventura.
One of the early contenders for our guy of the year.
Pretty much,
maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, he's low key because obviously he went to Oklahoma State with Matt Wolff and Victor Hovland are both just tearing it up. So he's that third guy.
Do I DM him on the Pin High account?
course.
Yeah,
Anyone.
definitely.
Why not?
So with my last pick, I'm gonna go with Cameron Tringali. He's a guy that we pick a lot. I feel like in events like this,
He is.
he's
I was
very
gonna say,
sim.
he is-
I will say
he's
him and
kind of-
Corey Connors kind of like similar types of players, and there's like a big discrepancy in their
Corey
salaries.
Definitely better.
Yes, but
Okay.
I don't know. I'm sticking with the ball strikers theme. He's at 7,300 this week. He finished T16 in this event last year. He was pretty good in strokes gained approach. 24th in strokes gained total last year on tour. And he was like T30 at the Rocket Mortgage, which is also a Donald Ross course. Kind of plays a little bit similar, which is not terrible. And just combining that with the T16 at this event last year, maybe he's a Donald Ross specialist. Who knows? I don't know. As a lower salary guy, I kind of like ball strikers. If he putts semi-decent, should play well.
And then that's it for DFS. I obviously have to contribute another $1 into the whatever.
What are we up to right now? Do you have any idea?
I don't know. I know I'm at 0.
I've done it twice now.
Okay. And Trev's hasn't done it either. So it's really just
Yeah.
you.
Well, snake drafts are confusing.
I mean, honestly, like $2. If you told me $2 at the end of last year, I would say that was pretty good for you. Saying you messed it up the first 5 times we did it. So
Yeah. So, whatever. So let's move into bets. Last week, we all hit our best bets. I thought that Pat Rogers was a 2-point hit, but I don't think it was now that I think about it. So we all have 1 point. For the DFS, are we doing points for that? Because I think I had the best lineup this week.
for the full lineup, sure. We'll just
Alright,
add. Should we just add them all into that? So Pat's got 2 points. What should we do?
Oh, are we
Because there's
doing
3 of
all
us, so let's put them all together.
I like that because you can.
Yeah.
Now I'm just trying to
Got
think.
an all-around game.
Should second place get 0 points and third place get -1 point for the DFS?
Let's just do the winner of the lineup gets 1
Okay,
point.
the
That's
winner
it.
of the
Yeah,
week gets 1
I
point.
like that. I like that.
Okay, so Pat's got
Okay,
2
so I have
points,
2
and
points.
Trevor and I both have 1. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
this point system is
So my winner.
crazy.
What's up?
Nothing. This point system is just so like hard to keep track of sometimes.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Just win your
The
best bet
extra
and
points for the plus
win the
200s
DFS.
and all that stuff, and the 5
Oh,
points
yeah,
for
yeah.
the winner.
Yeah.
But anyway,
It's a
Continue.
scramble, but the 2021 season is 2020-2021 season is underway. But Doc Redman's my winner this week, plus 3,500, as Jeek said earlier. I had it before him, and he already put in all the stats. I actually don't have the stats in here, but he's somebody who's like, I feel like been playing well at tournaments like this. I think he was the first round leader at like the Rocket Mortgage, which is another
Donald Ross.
easy course, Donald Ross course. So I like Doc Redman this week. Plus 3,500 is also pretty good value.
I see. Yeah, I also like Doc Redman this week, but I couldn't pick him because Pat did. So I went with Ben On at plus 3,500, kind of in the same area as Doc Redman as far as odds. He finished 3rd in this event last year. Was 12th at the Northern Trust, T22 at the PGA. Couple not so great finishes between those, but like it's kind of like every other tournament he's been playing pretty well. And like I said, coming off of a 3rd place finish at this tournament last year, I feel like he could be pretty good this week.
So I'll go my winner. I went with Sungjae M at plus 1,600. I think it was. He finished in the second in the playoff last year. Unfortunately, lost to what was his name? Special Munoz lost in the playoffs. Special Munoz, and he's like, I still think he's gotten better since when he played in this tournament last year. Because like when he played in this tournament last year, nobody knew about him, and then after that, he went on that huge run and at the Honda and everything like that. So I think he's gonna play a lot better. He also finished. He's playing better as of late. Finished 11th at the Tour Championship. Finished 22nd at the U.S. Open, which is pretty good. Hasn't played since then, but I think he has a really good chance to win this week. And I'll go. Well, I guess we're going to snake draft, so I'll go with my best bet. Denny McCarthy, top 20, going for the bonus 200 plus 300. So he was T18 last year. He's arguably the best putter on tour. First in strokes gained playing last year, I'm pretty sure, and right up there this year. So I'm gonna ride with him. I think he's in pretty good form as well. So I'm gonna ride with him as top 20.
So Trev's going big in the second week of the PGA
I
Tour
am.
season. I like it. I'm not going as big. I'm gonna go for Adam Wam plus 20 or top 20 plus 175. He was T23rd in this event last year. Last week he finished 5th. The week before at US Open he finished T13th. I feel like he's been on very good form lately, and I'm just gonna go with the form, ride the hot hand.
All right. I like Adam Long's been playing really well recently.
Yeah, he's kind of low key too. Like he's just kind of been hanging around there. Yeah.
So for my best bet, got another top 20 bet, plus 175 for Corey Connors. For the same reasons Jeek picked him for DraftKings, I'm a big fan of the ball striking. He struggles with putting sometimes, but like you saw at the RBC, he was like he had pristine ball striking, like elite, but he couldn't really putt. So if he runs into one this week in a weak field, I think he could definitely come top 20, and I'm definitely gonna pick him in DraftKings this week for my lineup.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
So there's still a little sneak peek there.
First round leaders.
Yeah.
I'll just go through it. I like Doc Redman because you said it before. Rocket Mortgage, he was a first round leader. He plays well in a lot of these events. Plays well in first rounds. Donald Ross course, Rocket Mortgage, Donald Ross course. I kind of like the correlation there between that tournament and this one. And then this one's just kind of out of nowhere. I went with Siwoo Kim plus 6,600. I feel like he's a big first round guy. I don't know. Plays well in first rounds. He either plays well or really bad in first rounds. So I'm hoping he plays well this week and we get it first round leader. We're getting close. We're getting there.
Yeah.
We are getting close. If there's one thing, we are getting close.
I mean, I feel like we've been getting close the entire season, but you know what? We're getting close.
So birdies and bogeys this week. Who wants to go first?
I'll start. I can't really think of a bogey right now, but first birdie of the week. Got to play Granite Links last week. My dad was in town.
Jeek's had a couple good weeks.
I have had a couple weeks. Yeah. So Granite Links last week, ended up shooting an 89, which honestly breaking 90 on that course I'm very happy with. It's a tough course, a lot of blind shots, wind, stuff like that. So especially playing it for like the first time in like a year, and last time I played it, it was like really cold out, so it played completely different. Was good to shoot under a 90 at that course. It could have been a little bit better if I didn't get an 8 on one hole, but I don't want to talk about it. Maybe that's my bogey. I got an 8 on a hole, and I probably could have shot in the mid 80s, but I will take it. Yes, it was on a par 4. I was having a tough hole. I like hit my tee shot and I hit my tee shot in fescue, and I tried the like hero shot out of fescue and like didn't get it out the first time, and then the second time like didn't go as far as I thought it would, and then it was a tough hole. But it was still a pretty good round shooting under 90.
Is that a top 100 course or no?
No, not a chance. But it's still a very nice course in this area. It has the views. Links golf, like I said. Unfortunately, everybody else I was playing with in my group did not fare as well as I did, but that's okay. There was some struggles out there.
Sure.
But yeah. Bogey, I don't know. I have to write an essay after this.
There you go.
You write an essay after that. There you go.
Yes.
So I'll go.
That's gonna suck.
My bogey is that I absolutely suck at PGA Tour 2K21 now. I don't know what happened. I play with my friends. Like I used to play with my friends like all the time. Like we would get home and someone would text like PGA and we'd all play. I used to smoke them. We played for like $5 every time. I used to smoke them. And now I have like the yips. I can't putt. I can't hit in the fairway. I just can't do anything, and I'm like losing money.
Okay.
It's just not fun.
I can't find somebody that will play me. I can't find somebody who will play me in that game because like when my roommates play, like they can't play that game. They suck.
We gotta play us three. See what happens.
Honestly, if I were to say like how do you play in that game? Like what type of player are you? I would probably say Corey Connors, like leap ball striking, but sometimes I miss like a 1-inch putt. Like literally a 1-inch putt, like right on the edge of the hole. I'll hit it and it'll just go over the hole, and I'll be like, well, shit.
Whoever has game.
I'm really good at chipping. I can't do anything else.
I'm not good at chipping.
Anything.
I'm just like a lead at ball striking. I always throw darts at the pin, but I can't really putt as well. So
Me and Jeek would be a good alternate shot, maybe. But
Alternate shot's fun though too.
because I'm elite at chipping and putting, but I'm a terrible striker in that game. Then you have a birdie.
Birdie is. I don't know. I haven't been able to play golf in forever. Birdie is that the Bears won yesterday again, 3-0.
The Falcons.
Nick Foles, baby.
Nick Foles. Oh my god.
Dude, Nick Foles looked like a creative player this week with the dark visor, and like all the stuff.
And then he took it off.
Glove.
Dude, he took the visor off.
I mean, it must have gone a little dark.
I guess he took the visor off. He had it on, wasn't playing well, and took the visor off and started playing well. It was unbelievable. So I was very happy with that. And I guess my birdies is I went to games weekend at South Carolina, even though we lost because our guy muffed a punt. Or our guy was turned around on the punt return to get the ball back with a minute 30 left, and the ball hit his leg, and we lost.
That's tough.
So brutal ending, but it was still fun.
Trevor's been to more sporting events than anybody. Like,
Dude, how the hell has South Carolina?
too.
How did South Carolina let you have fans? Don't you have like a COVID problem right now? Like, didn't all your friends have COVID last week, and they're just like letting you have like fans? That's the reason why we are like still in this whole pandemic thing.
I mean, it's like the whole SEC is like we're not gonna have fans. So like they're letting like 4,000 students or something like that in. But like if you're going to go to one game, so I was only allowed to go to one game like in the student section, but. No, but then we weren't going to go to this game, but then we found out that seniors can go to this game and sit upper deck, and it doesn't count toward their one game they want to attend to. So
you're going to be able to go to every game.
Yeah, pretty much. When you all get
COVID, they're just going to be like, well, you went to a football game, like you deserve it, and then like they're gonna be like, but we're still gonna have fans, like.
It was loud. It was genuinely like loud at the stadium. It was so much fun. But
I'm sorry, I just think that's so dumb, just in general.
I mean, it is outside and everyone's like spaced out, but it is like, it's not them. I don't think it's South Carolina and it's SEC country, where they're not gonna not have fans.
Even pro sports aren't even having fans for the most part, unless you're in
Florida. Unless you're in the Dolphins or Jaguars.
Yeah, exactly.
Cowboys, you're right. Yeah. Cowboys. Saints had fans last night.
Not really.
No, Saints had friends and family. That's different.
That's right. They talk to the same thing as well, actually. But yeah.
So my birdie of the week is that the Central New York section PGA section Junior Tour tournaments are over. No more waking up on Saturday and Sunday mornings at 8 a.m., 6:45 a.m., and heading to a tournament. But that'll be nice.
Wait, I have a question. How cold is it in Syracuse this week or right now?
It is 82 degrees today.
I was about to say, yeah, it was pretty warm today, in the Boston area.
I was at this woman's event last weekend, and there was a frost delay in the morning at 7:00 in the morning, and it was like 32 degrees.
Yeah, I can't complain around here. It's been pretty nice in the Boston area.
I can't. It's starting to get a little bit my friends, we were walking back from the game last night, and the other night my friends is it's so cold. And I'm like, dude, I'm wearing a collared shirt and khakis, and I'm absolutely fine. It was 75 degrees. He was complaining how it was cold.
So I don't know you guys, but shout out to global warming for keeping Syracuse warm recently.
Yeah, that's true.
The golf season just keeps getting extended and extended. I'm I'm only gonna have a couple more weeks left to golf, and then I'm well, want to hit up the links this weekend? It's gonna be nice.
Honestly, my bogey is that golf season's probably coming to a close in a month or two. But then again, we play during November and December anyway.
We get our best content when we play during Christmas break.
What'd you say?
We get our best content when we play during Christmas break.
Yeah, we do. So
nobody's a silver.
There's no one on the course, so it's just us.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, this winter we're gonna do something where we play the holes not how they're intended, the third tee box to the 16th hole or something.
No bogeys this week. I'm gonna go with then. No bogeys.
Wow.
You got kicked out of our Madden league.
Oh,
I did.
Well, yeah. because like I was playing in a Jeek. I'm working like a good amount, and I come home and I don't want to play Madden. I just want to chill, and then I don't respond to the group me messages, and not that anybody in this
whatever. I made that.
Got the boot.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy.
Whatever. That about does it for this week's episode, unless everybody's got anything else. All right, so we'll see you next week. I'm honestly not sure what next week's tournament is. It's always a surprise.
Enjoy the Sanderson Farms this weekend.
It might be like the Houston Open or something.
I know I'm going to enjoy the Sanderson Farms this weekend, so
enjoy the Pepper Farms Championship.
Yes.
Yourself a weekend.
We should make a nickname for every single tournament. That's like some
rebrand every tournament.
Rebrand pgatour.
We should push hard. We should push hard for like a pin high podcast like tournament. Like we should find the most like irrelevant tournament and just like hit DMs like all day. Like the Houston Open. Like the Houston Open doesn't have like a brand name. Like we can make it the Pin High Podcast Houston Open. Like.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that about does it.